Hello there, everyone. My name is Oversoul. This is Oversoul Gaming, and welcome back to Control. And if I sound different, it's because I'm using a different microphone. I'm using earbuds with a microphone instead of a headset this time. I'm hoping I sound better. I don't know. I might just sound the same. But anyways, so we're finally here in Dylan Faden's cell, and he's not here. He's at Central Executive. He's shown up randomly. And this is just a list of things that Dylan did while he was in his cell. Anyways. And in here there's a Alright, we still don't have level 6 clearance. Anyways, let's go investigate where Dylan was being held. Out here. Hello. I'm gonna abuse the hell out of levitation now that we have it. Well, this was his cell. He seems to have scratched the words Jesse around a lot. He wants to see his long-lost sister. Isn't that adorable? Let's listen to this audio log.
All right. I won't take up too much of your time today, Dylan. Like I said, I want to talk about Jessie, your sister.
What about her?
I just want to get your perspective. What do you think of her? What kind of person is she? That sort of thing.
I adored my sister. When I was little, I mean, back in Ordinary.
And you don't anymore?
When I first got here, sure. I'd always hoped she'd come too. Find me, to take me home. We went everywhere together. Why should this be any different? Casper said she could come too, to the Bureau. If she wanted to. But she never did.
Why do you think that is?
Because she didn't care about me. She always wanted to be out on her own, seeing the world. She always said so. I guess she got what she wanted.
Great. So, she wanted to see the world. Did she ever mention any place in particular?
Why?
We like to ask questions around here, you know that. Any particular cities, towns, landmarks, anything like that?
I don't remember.
What about family friends? Were you close with anyone living outside of Ordinary?
I'm done with this. Tell Casper I want pizza for lunch today.
Dylan, wait. We're not... End of session.
You damn right, end of session. Dylan decides when the session's done, and that's the end of it right there. Quite. There's going to be a lot of dialogue in this episode. Just a heads up, Dylan has got a ton of shit to say when we finally run into him. Just making sure I don't miss anything while we're here. You see, now that we have levitation, Hayaka flip, we can get up into places like this. Woohoo! That we couldn't before. Yoink! Okay. God, levitation is such a cool ability. I think that was about the long and short of all the collectibles in this area, though. Quite honestly. So... now we must traverse all the way back to Central Executive. And boy, what a traversal it's gonna be. We just gotta find a control point, that's all. There should be one a floor below us, in fact. Right underneath our little tootsies. Hey, yeah. Yep, there it is. Oh shit, let's check our astral constructs. We got new weapon forms. We can't make them yet. Okay, whatever. Let's upgrade our abilities, shall we? Now that we have levitation, we're gonna upgrade that immediately and increase the duration by 10%. Also, let's use the rest of them on our shield. So now, now when we use our shield, and we've upgraded enough to get an additional mod slot for her, whenever we use our shield now, when we put it down, it'll launch the stuff in front of us, so any enemy in front of us will take damage as well. Very useful stuff. Now let's see. We have an additional mod slot for us, so let's see what we can put on it, shall we? We could do more health. We could. Or we could turn down the energy cost for evade. That's always nice. Okay, now let's fast travel. All the way up here. Bam. Central Executive. Gotta save the people from the stuff. I like how there's a boardroom in Central Executive, but the actual board themselves exists on the astral plane. Why is there a boardroom if the board is never here? Ah,
Oh my God, did you have to
what
write
is...
everything in a made-up gibberish code? Fucking
Okay, we'll look at the tokens and shit in a minute. We're gonna have to speak with Emily first.
The resonance emitted from the HRAs is purely antithetical to every variant of the...
It's happening. After all these years, Dylan
Excited to
is
see your
here.
brother?
But am I too late? How is he? I need to know.
He's clearly been affected by the hiss, but it's different than any other manifestation we've recorded. Maybe what makes you so special is genetic. He was a prime candidate. Or maybe it's Polaris protecting him, something else affecting the situation. I need to run tests. He seems more in control, more present.
I want to see him.
More, but not fully, right?
Brother? Or is he?
Of course. Now, Marshall set up an HRA-warded cage to contain him. It's on the upper floor, up the stairs.
Okay, I need to go.
Jesse, be careful.
I'll try. But you know there's only so much I can do, right? Okay. Let's go immediately to speak with him and deal with the other shit later.
Did you hear that his prisoner been captured?
I'm going to talk to my brother. Piss off.
You are a worm through time. The thunder's home distorts you. Happiness comes, white pearls, but yellow and red in the eye. Through a mirror inverted is made right. Leave your inside by the door. Push the fingers through the surface into the wet. You've always been.
That was such a good mix on her face of being happy to see him, but concerned that he's possessed by the hiss. What to do about you, Dylan? What to do?
You are a worm through time.
Shit.
The thunder's home distorts you.
That's Dylan.
White pearls,
Can
but
you
yellow
hear
and
me?
red in the eye. Through a
Come
mirror
on, Dylan. I'm here.
by the door.
I found you.
The surface into the wet. You've always been in here. You want this to be true.
Do you know who I am? You know me. Say it.
You are Dylan Faden's sister.
He's talking in the third person. Always a good sign.
Always.
Do you know who you are?
Not Dylan. Trench and Darling made sure of that. I'm P6. P6. But I'm better now. The hiss made me better. Push the fingers through the surface into the wet. You've always been the new you. You want this
Can you
to
stop
be
that?
true.
Please. Not exactly the reunion I'd hoped for.
It feels good to say those words. I want to say them. They sound good. They make me feel good. Don't you want to say them too?
No.
Not particularly.
Fuck off, no. You need to help me get this thing out of his head. If he is still in there, if there is anything left, you have to help me.
You came in through the hole in you. We let you in. You've always been here. The only true. A copy of a copy of a copy of a copy.
Stop it!
Orange peel.
Shit.
Orange peel.
He can see you. This is not safe.
The stuff the hiss...
We found Polaris together with my sister when we were very small.
The stuff they say makes no
Ordinary.
sense.
In the desert, through the door opened up by the slide projector.
Now that does make sense.
But she didn't help when Trench took me away. She didn't give me any powers. All the powers are my own powers. She didn't help when they locked me up for years. After the song time for applause, we build mutations
until nothing remains. The egg cracks and the truth will emerge out of you. You are home.
Their roles could just as easily be reversed.
The Bureau
Honestly.
brought the slide projector back here with me.
Dylan just got
Bureau
the
did what the Bureau does.
losing side of the
They
coin flip.
used it. And they found... They opened the door up to the hiss.
Well, that's pretty
It's the only
straightforward.
thing I can thank them for.
There. There it is. We stopped the Altered World event in Ordinary when we shut down the slide projector.
Mm-hmm.
And now the projector's here.
Mm-hmm.
An earworm is a tune you can't stop humming in a dream. Baby, baby, baby.
Yeah, you could have found a better
Just
song.
plastic. So safe. Nothing to worry about. Funny.
I welcomed the hiss. I let it in. To get rid of her. The hiss set me free. Polaris is using you. The Bureau is using you. You are a puppet.
You can almost hear our words, but you forget.
If we shut off the slide projector, maybe that will stop the hiss.
Maybe.
Maybe it's not too late for my brother.
Another
You
maybe.
must see the truth for yourself, Jesse. Sister. The horrible truth about the Bureau. The hiss is the better option. Go to the Prime Candidate program in the containment sector. I have the keycard to get you there. Salvador wanted me to have it.
Wanted? Bullshit. I saw what the hiss did to Salvador. Turn him into.
Yeah, more like you
Okay,
took it
Dylan.
by force.
I'll go. I want to see the truth for myself.
I'll go. But only to look for the slide projector. You can help me. We can end this.
Pretty sure I mentioned this in a past episode, but the slide projector is an object of power that caused an altered world event in the town that Jesse and Dylan grew up in. And we'll get more details on that the closer we get to the end of the game. But the slide projector, it basically opens doors to other dimensions. Each slide is another door to another reality. And the Bureau just happened to open the door that allowed the hiss to get in and take over. So, oops. Anyways, we're not done with Dylan. He has a lot more to say.
I don't know what else I'm hoping to find here.
Dylan. Can we talk?
I'd like to tell you about a dream I had last night.
Off to a good start.
Okay. I'm listening.
I was back in Ordinary, before all of this happened. But in the dream, I was alone. It was just me. I was the only child. A girl. My name was Jesse Dylan Faden. But then the Bureau came and caught me, brought me back here, locked me up. Have you ever noticed that our names, Jesse, Dylan, they could be girls' names, boys' names, could be anything. Don't you find that weird? I find that weird.
Trying to play mind games.
Sure.
You trying to say you're
How
the
was
same
that?
the same
Is he trying to
person?
mess with me?
He might be trying to mess with you, throw you off your game, make you think of things that aren't real or true.
Maybe Dylan's still in there.
Maybe.
Maybe there's a way to reach him.
I'd like to talk to my brother, please. Dylan?
Dylan would like to tell you about a dream he had just now.
This again?
I was going to be the new director of this place. I helped you get a job here, so that we could be together. You were an office assistant. You'd
Ah.
make coffee and deliver the mail, and there was always plenty of work to do.
These aren't just throwaway lines. This is
stayed that
important
way.
for later.
Forever and ever.
Remember
It
this.
was nice. Really nice.
That's debatable.
But here's the strange thing. The dream shifted, and none of it was real anymore.
Well, because dreams
It was
aren't
a
real.
game. We were in a game, and it was a fucking boring game.
That's not very nice.
Couldn't stop playing.
I happen to like this game, damn it.
And then it shifted again. Or maybe it was another dream already. Or maybe I'm just confusing them. But in this other dream, it was more like a musical.
That's a hint to the ashtray maze.
This is an ordinary song about an ordinary girl from an ordinary town. It's the ordinary story.
That, however, is not.
She worked an ordinary job in an ordinary office.
Now he's just trolling again.
And that's all I can remember of that dream.
Good.
Maybe that's for the best.
One more time, Dylan?
Through time.
Maybe I can learn more about the hiss from him.
Can we talk?
I just had an interesting dream.
Man, you dream fast.
Shit.
That's fascinating, but let's talk about the hiss for a change, yeah?
This dream was about the hiss.
Best I'm gonna get.
In my dream, the hiss had broken free of this prison, this house. I'd set it free. And the president himself was there to welcome us. He was the first one to take the hiss in. Spread the word. At first, many people thought it was horrifying. That he was horrifying. But also, many people who heard his words wanted to welcome the hiss in. And slowly, more and more of them came around until the whole world was brought together by the hiss. It was wonderful.
Okay, thanks for sharing that.
My sincerest apologies
For
if
the
you're
record,
watching.
that will never happen.
Right, because we're
Not
gonna
as long as
stop.
I'm alive.
We're gonna stop that shit for sure. But my sincerest apologies if you're watching this super late at night, because I know Dylan is straight up nightmare fuel, isn't he?
Maybe I'm just here to punish myself.
Any new dreams you'd like to share, Dylan?
I'm glad you asked, sister. This dream, like all dreams now, felt very real.
The voice actor for this guy is on
Like
point, though.
reality. And reality now feels like a dream. Maybe it's all a dream. Maybe it's all real.
Dream where my brother endlessly tells me about his dreams.
I was in a dark place, and there was a dark man there. His name was Mr. Door, and he told me that there are many worlds, side by side, on top of each other, some inside of others. In one world, there was a writer who wrote a story about a cop. In another world, the cop was real.
So Alan Wake and Max Payne.
Door said he himself was in all of them at the same time, endlessly shifting between them. I asked him how I could reach these worlds. I wanted to bring the hiss there. But he didn't want to help me. He didn't like the idea. What did he know?
I'm not wild about the idea myself.
So Mr. Door is apparently some kind of guardian of the doors that lead to alternate dimensions. You know, the Ocean View Motel and Casino.
Here we go again. Once more with feeling.
Let me guess. You want to tell me about your dream?
Yes. Yes. In fact, I'm having a dream right now.
Oh, good.
Oh. That's new.
In this dream, I'm standing in the corner watching Jesse and Dylan talk about this very dream.
That's fucking creepy.
This very dream! He said just now! And repeated it again now! I'm standing there and watching, and that's all I can do. It's as if I'm trapped there. And that's all I have to say about that dream.
That's all you need to
Okay,
say.
Dylan. That's good.
That's really all you need to say, because that's
Is he
just...
still in there? Or is this
I don't know.
the hiss playing mind games?
Yeah, did he astral project
I don't know.
into the corner? Well, Dylan, it's been nice talking to you. Nice and frightening at the same time. But I have other shit to take care of. Emily! We need to fucking talk. I know somebody ain't mouthing off down there. I'll pop a cap. I'm the director, goddammit. Okay. Documents, what do we got? Timeline of events. To examine the invasion's timeline events for possible patterns in his behavior. Establishing a timeline is difficult at present because of lack of reliable communications between Bureau sectors and staff. Preliminary models indicate ground zero of the invasion is located within the executive sector. Once it becomes possible to interview surviving personnel, pinpointing the exact location should be feasible. Other outstanding questions that a timeline may help answer: how did the Hiss get past the internal lockdown? How does Hiss resonance advance through space, deliberately or uniformly? What is their ultimate goal? The outside world? A cross-dimensional destination? Referred to redacted for full report. Actually, both of those, I believe, would be part of their goal. They definitely want to take over everywhere. Analysis of the Hiss threat. Let's see. Speech. If we understand the Hiss to be a force based on vibration and resonance, then perhaps their incantation, which is now the agreed upon term for their vocalizations, is an effort to express that resonance using human vocal cords and speech. Would there be differences if the incantation were recited in a different language? The most common word used is want. Interestingly, every usage of the word is attributed to a you. You want to listen. You want this to be true. You must want these waves to drag you away. Are we the you the Hiss are referring to? Does the Hiss believe humanity, possibly all non-Hiss life, wants to join it, to be consumed by it? Is that its goal? The second most used words are through and time. Is this possibly the Hiss stating how they arrived here, or an indication of its age? There is clear intention in the words. Dismissing the incantation as nonsense, as some of my colleagues recommend, is beyond idiotic. Refer to redacted for full report. Yeah, she's right. The things that they say may sound like nonsense, as I said earlier, but they are definitely actual phrases and statements that they're making. Warnings, threats, yada yada. It's just that you have to kind of, interpret it. All right.
How are you doing, Jesse?
Not good.
It can't be easy seeing Dylan like this.
I'm fine. What can you tell me? Is he still... human?
Or is he Hiss?
I've taken numerous tissue samples and have tests running as we speak, but from the initial data, he looks healthy. I only see corruption in a superficial way.
What does that mean?
I don't know. This is all new. But
It means his
it
brain
feels
broke.
like maybe Polaris is preventing total Hiss takeover. Or maybe this is just a new form of Hiss. We've already seen how it affects people in different ways.
Dylan told me he let the Hiss in. Does that change anything?
Voluntary conversion. I mean, hypothetically, that could affect the mental state post-corruption, as well as the extent of biological alteration. But again, this is new territory for me. I'll need time.
You won't have it. I'm gonna shut down this lie projector. That's how the Hiss are getting in. Once I close it, this should all be over.
Hopefully.
Jesse, we don't know how this works. If you sever their connection to the source, it could cause a terminal chain reaction. Every Hiss-corrupted individual dead.
There's no saving them
That
anyways.
the villain is now.
I'm shutting it down. This has to end. Whatever happens, happens.
Woof.
Okay, just let me know how I can help.
Thank you, Emily.
Well, you are her boss. It's not like she has much of a choice. Is there anything new we can discuss, by the way, while I'm here?
Hi, Jesse.
Yes, 3 things, actually.
I've been seeing these Darling presentations all over. Seems like he enjoys the limelight.
So you noticed, huh? When he recruited me out of college, he actually came to visit. He interrupted my physics course by shouting, not quite, Professor, and then marching down to the front of the class where he proceeded to berate the very idea of laws of thermodynamics. Hey, he's been a showboat all his life.
Darling visited you in college?
Yeah, he read a paper I'd published, came to recruit me for the Bureau. I accepted and then spent years waiting for access to the confidential research that Darling promised me. And whenever I ask about my access level, he just mumbles that it's temporarily postponed and then changes the subject to the effect of entropy on luck.
I wonder who else Darling hid his work from. Marshall? Trench?
Well, Darling was a mad scientist. I'm sure he had quite a bit to hide. Quite a bit.
Have you learned anything about Dylan's condition?
Only that he's definitely hiss, but I guess his chanting made that pretty obvious. You know, interestingly, the words of the hiss incantation have an average length of 4 letters. The most common word used 7 times is want. The next most common are through and time. That's very interesting, don't you think?
I don't care about the words. What about my brother?
Right. Sorry, I got a little off track. Well, strangely, his tissue samples all look healthy, unlike the other hiss I've tested.
That's good news. Right?
And finally...
I wanted to talk to you about the crazy things I can do. My abilities.
superpowers.
I get the sense that they're not very usual around here.
Not for the people.
Well, usual and unusual aren't really benchmarks at the Bureau, but for some perspective, Director Northmore once used the floppy disk to send a bowling ball 6 yards through the air, and that was considered a huge deal. So compared to that, you are most certainly an outlier.
Director Northmore.
An outlier. I like the sound of that.
Remember how there's someone inside the generator named Northmore powering the whole Bureau?
I should get going.
Don't let me hold you up.
Yeah, being the director at this place, or working at it in general, is pretty much a death sentence. I'll pick up this little token, thank you. It's a jukebox token. There's a jukebox object of power in a room over there that we can use to do like bonus missions and stuff. Not really something I really want to fuck with. It's just like an optional, it's like challenge maps is what it is, really. Not anything story related.
I found this token. Any idea what it does?
Ah, that is a jukebox token.
Yeah.
Little bastards turn up in the weirdest places, like bad pennies. The Rangers use them to activate an old object of power.
A jukebox, I assume. Does it have any good songs?
Nope, just the one record. Hey, be careful turning it on, though. When it's playing, you get a free trip to the formation.
The formation. That sounds ominous.
Why does it send you there?
The Bureau has been wondering that for years. I mean, it's just a pile of rocks built by God knows who, but... Well, researchers have confirmed it's in the same threshold as the quarry. Well, no one's ever been able to map a physical route to the formation from maintenance.
So it's in the quarry. You just don't know where.
Pretty much. We only send in annual expeditions to the formation now. Checkups, Salvador calls them. This year's team went in the day the hiss arrived. Come to think of it, the song should have brought them back hours ago.
I can go in and take a look.
I'd appreciate that. The jukebox is kept just past the security booth over there. Just put in the token and enjoy the ride.
It really is just a challenge map, though. It's nothing but a bunch of... it really is nothing but a bunch of fighting hiss. The people that they sent in there, they're dead. They are absolutely dead. Long dead. There's no saving them. But this guy has a lot of extra shit to say, and we're going to listen to all of it.
What's the deal with BlackRock?
Oh, fuck. Don't get me started on BlackRock. You know, ever since research found out that it blocks paranatural stuff, they have just been parading dangerous materials in and out of the fucking quarry. Fucking lab coats, man. Love making my job harder.
Sounds like there's some tension between departments.
Still, at least the quarry's got a good view of the night sky.
Isn't tension between
Salvador used to have
departments like
beers down there.
every job, though?
What do you know about Dr. Darling?
About as much as anybody, I guess. Head of research, loves to hear himself talk. All of those science types absolutely do. He's been acting a little bit psycho recently. Although HR told me not to use that word, so...
Everyone thinks finding Darling will lead us to the answers. But if he's completely lost it, then what help could he be?
Honestly, I'm just genuinely surprised this place has an HR department.
You're security, right? Do you work with Rangers?
Not often. Rangers are specially trained in threshold reconnaissance and ground zero AWE response. Security is more interested in the dangers inside the Bureau.
They must see some weird stuff out there.
Oh yeah, definitely. You know, every week they are tackling things that were previously unknown to the human experience. Most Rangers, they retire due to cognitive collapse. I looked up the medical definition. Not fun.
How does the Bureau handle thresholds?
Handle might be a bit of an optimistic way to put it. Marshall sends her Rangers in to map them, check growth rates, locate epicenters, take samples, measure stuff, basically.
Sounds like he's done his homework.
Now, down in maintenance, thresholds are used just like any other tool. Lab coats mine black rock from one, maintenance siphons water from another. We use it for pretty much everything, except drinking.
Why don't you drink it?
Do I even want to know?
Yeah, a lot of time we find these little chunks in it. It's pretty gross.
I didn't want to know.
Little chunks of what, though? Or maybe we don't want to know, as she said.
What do you think of Marshall?
Marshall? Marshall's a fucking badass. Rangers could not ask for a better leader. She's a little, intense, but given the stuff she's seen, I'm not surprised. She does have a bad habit of disappearing, though.
Where does she go?
Last time she vanished, I did some digging into the security logs. I found camera footage of her entering the quarry. She was down there alone for days. Now, typically that's not allowed, but Marshall is kind of above the rules.
I wonder what she finds so interesting in the quarry.
Oh, don't worry, we'll learn about that in the post-game DLC. Anyways...
Me too. You're not the only one who's busy, you know.
Bitch, you allowed me to talk to you, you still have red around you. Something new?
I don't think I ever told you this, but I was actually on the path to being a ranger once. Did the whole boot camp thing. Even got rookie status. Anyway, not the point. My old ranger squad was a great bunch. There was 6 plus me. Remus, Hazard, Cho, Guy, Hepton, Stahl, and Thompson. They were supposed to get back from an expedition yesterday.
Marky Mark and the Funky Bunch.
Problem is, they weren't here when Darling handed out the HRAs.
Then they had
Whoop.
nothing protecting them from the hiss.
You see, they got the worst, but I think that we're already past that. We all wore these pouches around our neck, and I really don't want the hiss to get them. Could you find them for me? The squad would have come back through maintenance, but they probably spread out from there.
I'll keep an eye out for them, Arish.
And I won't let them stay hiss.
Yeah,
I have to go.
Me too. You're not the only one who's busy, you know.
Yeah, don't say the same thing every time. It's weird.
Don't get sloppy out there.
Shut up. I'll get sloppy all I goddamn please. Also, let's see here. No. I need missions. We're gonna go with the main story going on right now. Oh wait, we can do fridge duty now. I forgot about that. Also, I wonder, is it time? It's not. Okay, that'll pop up later when it needs to. Let's go help fridge guy real quick. Astral constructs, can we make... Oh, jukebox tokens. We can make jukebox tokens if we want. I forgot about that. Okay. All the way back to containment then. In the Panopticon is where we need to go. Upper Panopticon, I think. I actually don't remember where he is. Exactly. Okay. Wasn't he like on one of the lower floors? I think he might have been on a lower floor. Yeah, because there was a floor with actually a bunch of stuff in the cells. This floor ain't got shit in the cells. Oh wait, this floor ain't got shit in the cells. Oh no, has it happened already? Oh shit. I need to go talk to Ludwig von Asshole down here real quick. I think we might be... I should not have gone to the upper level. I should have gone to the lower one. I'm a fool for calling him all the way up here. Oh boy. Gotta love this levitation, though. Seriously. Fucking seriously. Okay. You!
Sudden stop hits theaters tonight. Can't believe... Let me know when the hiss are gone. I miss my desk.
Okay, good. Never mind.
I'll see you later, Langston.
Okay, I thought we were at a certain side quest point already, but we're not. We're not there yet. We're not there yet. There will be a side quest later, though. I guess I might as well tell you now that I've dropped a big hint, where a bunch of a bunch of objects of power from in here will escape, and we have to go track them down throughout the bureau. That one we're gonna do for sure because it's a fun one. Oh yeah, here are the items in here actually. Well, not all of them, just most of them. Okay, where the fuck is refrigerator guy? See the next floor up? Yeah, it was level 4. Haha, you guys can't get me while I'm in the elevator. Screw you. They'll just meet me on the next floor though. Alright, come on, come on, come on. Slow elevator, huh? And this isn't even hiding a loading screen, it's just fucking slow. Alright. Come on. We gotta save this guy. He hasn't blinked in ages. There he is.
Keep your eyes open.
Hey, what can I do?
Oh, you're back. Oh, thank you, thank you. If I look away, I don't know what this thing will do. You have to get me out of here. The door can only be opened by the Panopticon supervisor. That's Langston, if he's still around.
Langston. Yeah,
Oh,
I know him.
right. Okay, I do need to go talk to him then. Fuck. I was just down there.
My eyes, they can't.
Hey, calm down. Just focus.
Look at his knee shaking. That's relatable.
Focus, right.
Because anxiety,
My
you know.
name's Philip, and I think I can hold on for a bit. It's just my eyes. My eyes hurt so much.
Just hang on, Philip.
It's not just that he can't look away. The man can't even blink or that thing will do something. I don't even think that's physically possible to keep your eyes open for that goddamn long. Is it? And I was at the right spot this whole time. Yeah, I fast traveled downward because it's faster.
I told Salvador it was dangerous, but no.
There's someone named Philip up in a cell. He's watching a refrigerator and very rapidly losing it.
Philip? Oh shit, I forgot about fridge duty. He's been in there for over a day, I totally forgot.
And he hasn't blinked.
You forgot about him?
There's a lot going on.
That could do permanent
Yes,
damage.
the Benikoff TV? Considering the number of things I'm juggling, ma'am, I think it's...
Listen, it's fine. We just need to get him out of there. He said you'd be able to open the cell door?
Yeah, I can unlock it on my terminal.
Well, do it now, fuck.
There. Done. Door open. But Philip can't just leave. The fridge is behaving erratically. Ocular contact is the only thing that seems to placate it. If we don't have someone in there watching it 24/7, people will die.
I'll figure something out. I'm pretty good with these things.
Being pretty good with altered items isn't standard bureau procedure, ma'am.
He doesn't know us very well.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. That's such a
I'll see you
badass
later,
line.
Langston.
I'll be here.
Yeah.
Like
Jesse
always.
knows her worth to this shithole. Alright. And now we'll fast travel back up. See how easy that was? Should have did that in the first place. Alright, we're coming to save you.
Jesse?
I'm back. I'm coming in.
Thank you. Oh, thank you, thank you. Jesse? The fridge is doing something!
Philip?
If I look away, it hurts me.
Yeah, that's bad, but look at that blood down there. Poor Philip. Alright, Fridgy boy, let's see what you got. Well, what have we here?
Sounds like the board, but I can't understand it.
Fuck?
Not quite the board. Say hello to the former. He's called the former because he's a former member of the board. Yeah, it's not exactly the most creative naming, but this thing used to be a member of the board, but it was exiled for one reason or another. Bit of a political disagreement, I guess. This creature actually plays a pretty big fucking role in the, Ah, fuck. We're losing health here. Let me grab these. This thing plays a pretty big role in the Foundation DLC that we'll play later, that takes place post-game. Whoa, yeah, look at those big stabby hands. It's kind of like a fighter, isn't it? Kind of, sort of. Oh, that's right, I forgot I can grab its orbs of doom! Fuck me, I fell through the hole, son of a bitch. That counts as death. I forgot that he stabs holes in the ground. And it counts as death. It counts as death if you fall through them. It doesn't just take a little bit of health away and put you back on the ledge like most areas in this game. No. In this area, it's a full-fledged die. Which is quite the shit of the horse, if you ask me. Oh, fuck, really?
Hello?
Yeah,
Jesse?
damn it, I don't want to have to...
The fridge is doing something!
Yeah.
Philip?
I have to relive this fight.
If I look away, it hurts me.
This fight is not hard, per se. You just have to be careful about falling through the holes in the ground.
Can't understand it.
Fuck?
That's right, come on. Man, I thought I could... There we go. Hopefully it doesn't explode on me. Oh, it exploded. Ah! That's not good. There we go, major damage with your own weapon, bitch. Okay, I need to be careful of those holes in the ground now. That's the... Fuck. Hard to use those on him when... Oh shit, how am I this low on health? Oh, mother. I need to get... Ay, ay, ay. Nope. Could you stop that? You're making too many holes in this place, my dude. Yeah, he's not gonna stop. Oh, I got him. Thank God. Fuck you.
Wait.
Alright.
There's no Black Pyramid here.
There's not. This is a bit different area of the plane, isn't it? Also, why was that thing tied to the refrigerator?
The fridge seems fixed. Did fighting that thing off change something?
Perhaps. Let's listen to what the board has to say about the former. We got a new hotline message. We apologize / deny all knowledge. That's awesome. we offer a better bonus package / health plan than the former. Well, they basically just threatened the shit out of us. They said if we ever leave the Bureau, that they will kill us, more or less is what they said. Well, isn't that pretty? What a wonderful thing to say. Alright, what have we here? Employee incident. Incident in question occurred on Redacted and was brought to HR department's attention by the internal security personnel who intervened. According to reports supported by security camera footage, Agent Filson entered the staff kitchen with the intention of consuming his private meal, a homemade sandwich cut diagonally and packed in a plastic container, but discovered the refrigerator had redacted his meal. Agent Filson began to kick the Bureau-owned appliance as he expressed his frustration in a loud and profane manner. This behavior caused multiple staff members present to become alarmed. Security was altered soon after. Filson complied with security's commands to desist. Agent Filson was reprimanded and suspended for the remainder of the ongoing work week. The review committee recommends one non-mandatory counseling session. Yes. Well, it's too bad for the dude that we couldn't save, but let's go back down to the bottom here and let Langston know what happened.
I told Salvador it was dangerous, but no. Why listen to Langston? How'd it go? Where's Philip?
Philip's gone. Something happened before I could get him out.
Poor Philip.
Like you care.
Never did like fridge duty.
And you put him on it anyway.
But if you're here, then who's watching the fridge?
The fridge is fine now. I took care of it.
You don't just take care of altered items. What did you do?
I touched it and wound up in the astral plane. This thing was in there. It was huge, had one big eye. Wasn't friendly.
We've been getting reports from the astronauts lately about something fitting that description.
Astronauts.
The astral plane is usually connected to our world through objects of power, not altered items. If this thing is linking itself to altered items, then it's clearly powerful. This may happen again.
Do you think that thing is what got Philip?
Must have been. The Panopticon is a dangerous place. The agents all know the risks. But, since you're some sort of altered item whisperer, I've got a list of others for you to corral.
Here it is. That's what I was talking about.
The Hiss are causing containment breaches left, right, and center. Here, start with these. I'll see if there are any others missing while you're gone. My life just got a whole lot easier.
Oh yeah, we're so useful to you now. We're not going to go out of our way to try and find all of them one by one. We'll just tackle them when they happen to be nearby. Because there's a lot of these sons of bitches. Look at this mission right here. Look at that. Look at that! Oh, wait. Nope, that's not the one. Ah, here we go. We have to find a Japanese paper lantern, a traffic light, a hand chair, and the moving letters. And that's not the end of it. Once we find those, we'll come back to them and it'll be like, oh, thank you so much. Now here's more. And then we have to find like a mannequin and a plastic yard flamingo and all kinds of shit. But anyways, that's neither here nor there. Because we're going to go ahead and end this episode right now because there's not a whole lot of time to do much else at the moment. And where we need to be is where we're at. So, anyways, that'll be the end of this one. And in the next episode, we're going to have to deal with all kinds of shit, actually. There's a few things going on. But first and foremost, we'll be, since we're already here in the containment center, we'll be going to the area that Dylan told us to go to so that we can get the information that we need. But anyways, so let me know what you thought of this episode, the all that stuff that happened with Dylan earlier, and then the confrontation with the former in the comments down below. And if you enjoyed the video, go ahead and leave it a like. And as always, thank you all so much for watching, and I will catch you possibly on another day, definitely at another time, and likely in another video. Okay, goodbye.